Title: Called Before You Knew Yourself, the story of Jeremiah's calling. Have you ever felt too young, too inexperienced, or simply not enough? Maybe someone told you, "You're not ready. You don't have what it takes. Wait until you're older." Or maybe you told yourself that. Tonight, we journey back over 2,600 years to ancient Judah, to a young man who felt exactly the same way. His name was Jeremiah, and his story begins not with confidence, but with fear. Judah was standing on the edge of disaster. Powerful empires surrounded the land. Corruption filled the cities. People still went to the temple, but their hearts were far from God. It was a time of political tension, moral decay, and spiritual confusion. And into this chaos, God chose not a king, not a priest, but a young man from a small town called Anathoth, a man no one expected. One ordinary day, Jeremiah hears a voice that changes everything. "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." Let that sink in. Before Jeremiah had a name, before he took his first breath, before he ever doubted himself, God already knew him. Not just knew about him, but knew his future, his purpose, his calling. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't random. Jeremiah was chosen on purpose. But Jeremiah doesn't celebrate. He panics. "Ah, sovereign Lord," he says, "I do not know how to speak. I am too young." This is the most human moment in the story. No pride, no bold declaration, just fear. Jeremiah looks at his age, his lack of experience, his weakness, and he assumes God must be mistaken. God responds immediately and firmly. "By now, do not say, 'I am too young.' You must go to everyone I send you to and say whatever I command you." Then God speaks words that echo across generations. "Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you and will rescue you." God doesn't deny the difficulty. He doesn't promise comfort. He promises presence. And then something extraordinary happens. The Lord reaches out and touches Jeremiah's mouth. "Now, I have put my words in your mouth." This is not about talent, not about education, not about age. It's about divine empowerment. God doesn't wait for Jeremiah to become ready. God makes him ready. Then God reveals the weight of Jeremiah's calling. "I appoint you today over nations and kingdoms to uproot and tear down, to destroy and overthrow, to build and to plant." Jeremiah's job won't be easy. He will speak uncomfortable truth. He will be rejected, ignored, mocked. But he will also plant hope, restore truth, point people back to God. This is not a calling for applause. This is a calling for faithfulness. Jeremiah's story isn't just ancient history, it's a mirror. In 2026, young people feel unheard. Older people feel forgotten. Many feel unqualified for the moment they're in. But Jeremiah reminds us, God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Your age does not cancel your purpose. Fear is normal, but obedience is greater. Jeremiah went on to become one of the greatest prophets in history, not because he was fearless, not because he was confident, but because he trusted the voice that called him. And that same God still speaks today. Before you doubt yourself, before you say, "I'm too young" or "I'm too old," remember this: you were known before you were formed, and you were called before you believed it.